What's going on, everybody? It's JGod Gaming bringing you a Call of Duty World War II video. Today's video is top 5 launch fixes in 5 minutes, in no particular order, starting with audio tweaks. And included as part of that is the battle chatter being a little too loud and a little too frequent for most of the community's liking, it seems like. The other part is footsteps, just balancing those in the game, because it seems like your teammates are really loud, your own footsteps are really loud, but the actual enemies are almost silent, which kind of defeats one of the basic training perks that the Mountain Division gives you, which is you can't hear the footsteps. The other part is just the battle sounds being a little too loud, so maybe balancing those in. Obviously you know you're in war, but Number 2 is tweaking the divisions a little bit, maybe by changing the footstep sound. Mountain Division will actually have a perk that means something as far as the footsteps go. The other suggestion I thought about was modifying the armor division, so maybe combining 2 of their current perks that they have or traits into one, and then giving them an extra trait that would be actually gun related. So maybe auto grip is built into their class, and if they attach a grip, maybe it stacks, so they'll give you a little more accurate. Just something gun related, since the other ones have something gun related built into theirs. And then as far as maybe modifying the secondaries, all the pistols, to have one attachment automatically, and maybe doing away with that combat training altogether. Or maybe still have it, but then you only add an additional 1 trait, I don't know. And then the other one, maybe having a second additional basic training perk, because currently there's about 15 of them, and you can really only use 1 at a time, so most people aren't going to use that many of them. They're going to stick to maybe 2 or 3 that they really like, and there's no real reason to kind of mix and match and play with certain ones, just because some are just better than the other ones. So maybe looking into that a little bit. Number 3 is just working on the basic visuals that appear within the game. So one of those happens to be muzzle flash being a little too bright. So maybe adjusting those slightly. I do have a clip in the video that shows one of them, which I'm going to point out when I get there. In the text I'll have in the video. The other one is maybe slightly reducing the amount of blood and red and all that stuff all over your screen when you do get a hit, because it is very distracting. It feels like it's more than previous games, so maybe that's just a feeling, but I think those are a couple items visually that probably need to be fixed. Number 3, mechanics. I think working on flinch, reducing that slightly is a general concern. Spawns, making sure those are a little bit more consistent, because right now they're very sticky and they often spawn you far from the action. The other part is, if we're going to have a ranked mode and a public mode, make sure that rank's based off skill and public's based off completely just connection. CoD, maybe working out some of the details there. I don't know if there's actually any issues, but I know different people experience different issues based off maybe the testing you guys are doing. TDM and domination, maybe tweaking those a little bit. TDM, it seems like most community wants about 85 kills, 75 is too little, 100 is too much, and then domination, maybe modifying the score to 75, which is in the middle of the 50 that it started beta 1, and then beta 2 weekend was 100. As far as the bronze star goes, it's a little inconsistent. There's plenty of times I felt like I got double or triple kills, and then it was a single kill at the end of the match, so maybe adjusting that a little bit. And last but not least, number 5 is menus and HUD. So maybe a slight buff to the minimap. It feels like it's a little too small, so just a slight buff. And then partying up should be a little bit easier to do and to see that you are in a party, so maybe adjusting that. Scoreboard should have assists for the appropriate mode, so TDM currently didn't have that. So you couldn't see how many assists you had per match. I guess at the end of the match you could. And then displaying ping. Maybe use a number, that's ideal. And then maybe adjusting the kill feed. I think it's a little too fast. You don't get credit for your double and triple kills when you should. And one other point that I think is a big deal with the menus in the HUD is leaderboards and combat records, because we don't want to have another Infinite Warfare fiasco where it's like 3 or 4 months in and everyone's asking where are the leaderboards. That was my top 5 in 5, and this is the tweaks and fixes I'd like to see for launch. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click that like button. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.